All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel and to another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about inspection on a new to you motorcycle, the process that I use, and then a little bit about maintenance. So scenario is you get a new to you bike like this 99 Wide Glide that I told you I won in a raffle here not long ago. You don't know what kind of shape the bike's in. You don't know maintenance wise when the last time anything was done. You don't know if it's got leaks, how thick are the brake pads, do all the lights work, all those kinds of things, and you need to inspect it. So what I typically use is this form I'm putting up on the screen right now. It's called the T-CLOCS Checklist. This form was made by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, and its purpose is you can go through each area or section of the bike and it tells you what to look for, what to look at, and how to determine whether that part of the bike is safe to operate or not. This was made to be a pre-ride inspection, so you go through this list every day before you ride the bike. But I also use it for what we're doing here, the inspection of a new to you bike that you don't know the condition of. So T-CLOCS stands for, the T is tires and wheels, controls, lights and electric, oil and other fluids, chassis, and stands. And I know it's a little bit hard to read this form on the screen right now, but you can go to the Motorcycle Safety Foundation's website and get the form. There's a link in the description of where to get this form from. So basically for tires, it says what to check: condition. You're looking at tread depth, wearing evenly, bulges, or embedded objects. And then you're also going to check air pressure of the tire, check when it's cold, and adjust to load. Then you just move right on down the line with wheels, brakes, handlebars, levers and pedals, cables, hoses, throttle, battery, headlight, tail light, brake light, turn signals, switches, mirrors, lenses and reflectors, wiring. In the fluids, it talks about levels for all the different types of fluid on your bike. Check for leaks. The chassis, it talks about the frame, suspension, chain or belt, and fasteners. And then stand is your center stand or side stand, jiffy stand, based on what kind of bike you have. This form is generic in the sense that it can be used on any type of motorcycle, whether it be a Harley or a Honda, it doesn't matter. A cruiser, a dirt bike, whatever, any type of two-wheeled or even a three-wheeled motorcycle, you can use this same form. So it's really handy for that. Besides using it as a pre-ride inspection, I use it, as I said, for a new to me bike like this. It gives me a chance to go through each component part by part and determine what kind of leaks the bike has, what kind of shape the tires are in, fluid levels. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the fluids because when I get a new to me bike like this, I always go through and change all the fluids anyway. That way I know when the last time they were done. I can look at their condition. I know whether they're full or not. And it just gives me a lot of peace of mind starting off on maintenance wise on the foot of, I know where the fluid levels are and what kind of condition they're in. Once I get my pre-ride inspection done, or once I get the inspection done and I know what all is wrong with the bike, the areas I need to do maintenance on or repairs on, I'll move over and do the 3-hole oil change like I was talking about, along with what I'm putting up on the screen now, which is the regular service intervals and what all needs to be done at that mileage. So again, I realize this is a little hard to see. This comes out of your owner's manual, and it talks about whatever mileage is on your bike. So for example, let's say 15,000 miles on this form. Say your bike has 15,000 miles on it. You're going to follow down the list here, and everything that's got an X in the block for 15,000 miles you're going to do. So on this example, engine oil and filter, you're going to replace that. You're going to inspect for leaks. You're going to service your air cleaner. You're going to check and inspect your tires. Some of this is redundant between the two lists, and some of it, things are going to be on this service interval list that were not on the T-CLOCS list, like spark plugs, for example, air filter condition, for example. This service interval is going to tell you when to change your engine oil, when to change your transmission oil, when to change your fuel filter, when to change your spark plugs, when to change your fork oil. all those types of things. Much more of a maintenance, adjustments and repairs type of thing. So between those two lists, you're going to be able to check out your bike really well. You're going to know what kind of condition you've got. You're going to know what repairs need to be made before you can head out on the riding season. And you can be reasonably sure that your bike's in good condition after those checks and that you're not going to have any problems on the side of the road. So that's what I do. As I've talked about in other videos, we're going to be touching lots of parts of this bike before it gets on the road anyway. We're going to be changing bars on it. We're going to be doing some paint work, so the fenders and the gas tank are going to come off. That'll give me a chance to look at the fuel line, what kind of shape it's in. Does that need replaced? Is that still original, 25 years old or not? Between the maintenance checklist, I'm going to be looking at the spark plugs and the wires and all those kinds of things. The T-CLOCS checklist, I'm going to be looking at lights and brake pads and so forth. So by the time we get this bike torn down, done the things we wanted to do to it, and put back together, along with those lists, we're going to bend over every part of the bike, so we shouldn't have any issues on the sides of the road. Not going to make you sit and watch me look at brake pads and look at for oil leaks and things like that. I've actually already done these the T-CLOCS checklist on this bike off camera. I come up with a little punch list of things that I want to do to it or things that need repaired. Overall, for as old as the bike is, it's in good shape. As I've said in other videos, the previous owner put 2 brand new tires on it just before I took possession of it. So tire-wise, we're in real good shape. Wheel bearing-wise, I know the level of work. It actually came from a bike shop, and the level of work the guy does, I know that the tires were put back on correctly and wheel bearings are where they're supposed to be and all those kinds of things. So, yeah. Quick video today. Just wanted to talk about the inspection process and the forms that I use to keep myself looking at the same things every time. Using the forms, I think, is the way to go because you don't have to memorize anything. You don't have to second guess. Did I remember to look at everything? Is there something I'm forgetting? It's all right there on the checklist. You just follow it step by step, and you're pretty much guaranteed to do everything the way that it's supposed to be done. This is the way I do it. If you have a different way that works for you, please put it in the comments. Let me know how you do it, what you do, and why you do it that way. I look forward to your comments. Thanks again for watching this video. Please check out the other videos on the channel. There's lots of them on cars, trucks, motorcycles, repair and diagnostic stuff, maintenance stuff, and also just some rides where I don't talk. We just get on the bike and go for a ride, looking at pretty scenery and listening to the sounds as you ride. So check those out. Leave me some comments on them, what you thought of them, the quality of the video, the quality of the subject matter of the video. That way I can keep improving. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Talk to you again soon.